Hi everyone, Adarsh here. So today we're gonna see how we can create a protractor E2E end-to-end test cases for AngularJS. So in this application is based on Maven configuration. So I have used a Maven protractor Maven plugin. So at the time of building itself, it gonna you know create E2E. It gonna bring up the browser, and it gonna bring up the UI, put the uh, imports, and then it gonna verify the imports and verify the outputs and all. So it's a kind of end-to-end testing, which basically we write by using Seleniums and all for other UIs. This thing, but for Angular, protractor is a recommended one. So let's jump into the code and see how this application first looks like. So we have a pom.xml file because this is a Maven based application. So we have a all general tags like group ID, artifact ID, version, and then packaging is a WAR file just because it's gonna be a WAR application, web application, and then name of the application, then organizational tag, license tag, developer tag, and then properties. We have defined a Selenium version here 2.443.1, and then we have in the dependency we have servlet dependency, Eclipse Jetty dependency, Jetty servlet dependency, JUnit dependency, Selenium Firefox driver we are using, Selenium support we are using, and then Morphe Jetty JSP support we are using here. Then inside the build tag we have a war file name here, and then inside the plugin we have a standard Maven compiler plugin, standard Maven resources plugin, and then we have a war building plugin here which gonna build up the war, and this is the Jetty server plugin here basically. And then Jetty server settings I have kept explicitly here, and then we have a plugin for running a protractor test cases here. So basically what it does, inside the target folder it will go to this location and it will pick out the confort.js file, and it will say run the protractor. So that's how the protractor test case executes basically. So let's go into the code here. So in the resources we have application.properties which we have not used till now. Inside the web app we have a CSS where we have bootstrap CSS, my own custom style CSS file. Inside the JS we have libs where we have specified Angular JS, Angular cookies, Angular route, and jQuery min.js, and we have a application.js basically. Then we have a modules here like authentication module. We have view specifically login.html where we have specified the two input boxes, username, password, and then we have a button here for login. Then we have a controller specifically for login. So basically we have defined a service here, authentication service, which gonna get a username and password, and it is matching whether username is equal to Adarsh and password equal to Radha. If it is there, then it gonna return the success as a result, or otherwise it gonna respond with the username or password is incorrect. Okay, and once from the controller, if the we are getting a result as a true success, then we are setting a credentials. So what setting credential does basically, it gonna encrypt, does the base 64 encoding and gonna create a hash, and it gonna store into the cookies, set the authorization with the that tag, and then it gonna set the cookies with this value, and uh, whatever the things we have created here, like we have created a username with the authentication token, so that information it stores in the cookie. And we have a clear credential layer, and this is a base 64 encoding function, factory function, which gonna do the all this magic of encoding and all. And then we have a home view where we have a home.html where we are not doing anything, we are just printing some message, and we are saying you are logged in, and then we are giving a link for logout basically. So we have a controller for this. That controller doesn't do anything, it's just a dummy controller here. And we have a web.xml which just about which is just kept to pull the index.html as a welcome file page. So in index.html we have just binded this HTML with this module which we have created inside the application.js file, and then we have just imported a bootstrap related style sheet, and then this is all the div tags and all. And then what we have done inside this div tag, we are just using ngview, and all the other dependencies we have just imported here by using script tag inside the body. So let's jump into application.js file. So we have created a module with the name authentication, no dependency, with the module with the home with no dependency, and we have just created a module with angular login based authentication with authentication module dependency, home module dependency, ng route, and ng cookies dependency. So route is basically just to route the URLs and all, and ng cookies is used to set the authentication token with the user information. So here what we are defining as a route provider, we are saying anything with the slash login controller should be responsible for this, and the template page will be login.html. So we have a login.html where we are just specifying a username and password in the input boxes, and we are just doing some basic validation required, and then we are displaying a button for the submit here. And what we have done, the controller, we have a login controller which use authentication service and get clearing up the credential, basically clearing up the credential. It clears the credential from the whatever we have cookies from the cookie store. It will remove the credential and cleaned up everything, and then it will check for the login, call the login function, get checking the username matches with that, password matches with that, and send a response back with a success. If it is a success, we're gonna set the credential in the cookies in the form of, we'll just create a 64 base 64 encoding token, and then setting up the header, and then setting all the information with the username and that hash token inside the cookies, and then we are setting the location to the slash. So basically if we are setting the location to the slash, it means that home controller need to serve the request, and template page will be home.html. If nothing is there, like, then we have to send the response message in the scope dot error, and we are saying data loading equal to false here. So if everything is, if false will be there in the login page, this alert will show here and this error message will show. If everything is success, it's gonna come to the home.html page, it's gonna display all these things, and this dummy controller is responsible for that. So let's start the application and see how it looks like. mvn jt run. So my application started on port number 9020. So I'm gonna hit the URL like localhost 9020, and this is my application where I'll say username is equal to Adesh and password equal to Rara, and we're gonna hit the login. And because I'm a proper user, so I'm getting this home page, and I'll say log out. If I'm just not giving a correct username and password, I should get a error message says username and password is incorrect. So this is the simple application what we have created here. So let's see how this will be tested by using protractor here. So I'm just breaking this execution by saying Control C. Why? I'm just clearing up, and now I'll say mvn. So before getting into that, let's get into the testing environment. So just to get this testing environment, you should always make sure that protractor node is installed on your machine. So I'll just show you node -v. So node v, here you can see that node version is this installed on my machine. npm -v what npm version I'm having. It's gonna tell us. Will take some time to give us the result. So 2.1.5 is installed, and then I can see protract protractor hyphen version, which protractor version I'm using. It's a 3.3.0. so all these things are basically mandatory for this application. So here I am having inside the test I am having E2E, where I am having conf folder and spec folder. So let's get into the login spec first. In the login spec, what we have done, before each we are getting up the browser, we are just getting the by model, wherever we have specified the model username, and we are setting the keys as Adarsh, and setting a getting a model object with the password and setting up the key as a Radha, and then we are getting it by CSS, and then we are clicking it, and once we clicked it, okay, we just clicked that thing, and if after that we are expecting that whatever the UI page is having, it should have a div with the element home is present to be truthy. If that is there, it after that what it does, it this section gonna execute here. So what it does, basically it gonna get the ID of this logout, and then it gonna click here. So in the login you can see that we have a model object with the username and password. It will set the values. After bringing up the browser, it will set the values into this, and then it gonna get the login button. So if you see in login spec, it gonna say button danger, whatever we have specified the class here, bootstrap class, into this btn button danger. It's gonna get this element, and then it's gonna click this button, and after that what gonna happen, this home page will come up. So it will check whether this home page is having anything with the ID home. So if it is having anything ID home, then it means that we are testing that thing, and if everything fine, it gonna get the ID of the logout, but logout here, this logout, and it gonna click on that. So let's see how it looks like. So for that we need to run only mvn clean install, and the rest protractor will take but before that I have not showed you how config file looks like, protractor config file looks like. So in that, what we have specified, where we have specified all script timeout is this much. Where is our script file, spec file basically? So login spec file, we have given the path, what browser name we are using. So I am using a Firefox here. Basically direct connection I am using because we have inline JT container here, Selenium WebDriver.jar I am importing here, base URL to get the application up, home page up, and then we are using what we are doing, we are just whatever the browser we have opened, we are just maximize that thing. Framework Jasmine we are using, and all these are Jasmine node options. You can just check in the help document, and you can get lot of things out of this. So now I can say clear. I'll just create a new terminal here for mvn clean install. So what it gonna do, it gonna first build the complete web application, and then it gonna trigger the protractor end-to-end test cases for you. So this activity takes time because it will go and it will bring up the Mozilla Firefox browser, and then it gonna set the header and redirect to the page, and then setting up the value. So here you can see that using Firefox directly, it gonna bring up the Firefox thing here. So you can see this Firefox is opened, base URL is set, it says login, values are set, and click of the login button and went into home page, and then after that log out. So that's how our E2E application works. So so here you can see that it protractor config file has been invoked, and then Firefox is directly invoked, and then WebDriver is running. Then it has run the one spec file, inside that, and then zero failure we have here. And so all test cases are passed here. So friends, that's how we can create a end-to-end test case by using Protractor for AngularJS application. So I'm gonna save this code into my GitHub repository, which is github.com /AdashKumarsingh83 /Angular_JS. So you can pull it up from there and you can play around with this. So till then, take care. Bye.